Hey guys, what's up? It's Ruby and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review and comparison of 3 types of Doc Martens. They are the Jadons, the 1460 Vintage, and the Carayas. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start in the order that I purchased them in. So my very first Doc Martens purchase was these originals. They are the original 1460s. So I've just realized that they are not 1460, they're actually 939s. So 1460s are the ones with the 8 eyes, but 939s are the ones with 6 eyes. So 1460s are the OGs, they're the original. 939s are also like very early in the day they released them, but they're slightly different. I would still consider them really similar in terms of the silhouette of the shoe. But every time I say 1460, just sub in 939 because the ones I have are not 1460, they're 939. Oh. So they're obviously vintage, they're soft leather, they're really worn in, but I liked that, and I liked the fact that I didn't have to wear them in and like break them in. So this is why I chose these, because I was originally thinking of whether I should get new ones or whether I should get vintage ones. So I got these from a vintage store in Melbourne. So they were about, I think they were like 180 Australian dollars. The original ones, like brand new, are 130 pounds, which is like 250 or so Australian dollars. So these are cheaper, because they're older, like they're old, they're not like brand new, but yeah, the vintage, I highly recommend these. So basically they've got the yellow stitching around the base, as most of them, like as all of them do. They've got normal laces, and they've got 6 eyes, like the 6 eye thingies for the laces. The size that I have, I don't think I actually know. I don't know the size. I assume it would be, it's pretty small. It's like probably like, it could even be like a kid's shoe. It could be a kid's size, but it would either be, either a kid's or the smallest like women's size, which would be like 36 or a UK 3. So when I first got these, I loved them. They were so like comfortable. They were so easy to style. I loved that I didn't have to break them in and like, you know, have my ankles bleed like that. I heard, like that's just what I heard about docs, that they literally like make your ankles bleed and you like die for the first couple of weeks of wearing them. So I didn't have that experience, which was great. They didn't hurt me at all, but obviously I would always wear socks that is higher than the ankle, like higher than the boot, so that I didn't get any like blisters or anything like that. I also like that they're super light. They are like a really light shoe. They're not heavy, they're not chunky, they're not like annoying, they don't hurt by the end of the day. Like you can wear them all day and they'll just be ready, like be comfortable. They're obviously all docs are, you know, super rain resistant and like weatherproof. So it's a really good option. I'd highly recommend vintage if you're looking for something that's already worn in, so you don't have to worry about the whole breaking in process, because it can be a struggle. And I would also recommend if you're looking for more of like a classic kind of look, like these are the OGs. Like they knew what they were doing with this shoe. They're originals. They're like, you know, the classic ones that will never ever go out of style. So I highly recommend them if you're looking for something really classic, something to last you a lifetime, and yeah, something to not hurt you at the start. But a couple of cons are that they can, if you're going for the vintage, they can look worn out. They can look a bit old. So I don't know if that's a problem for you, but for me, I liked it. As I said, like I liked that it looked kind of like worn in and it looked vintage. So, but if you're looking for something more fresh and more new, then maybe go for the 1460, the original, but in a new version. So yeah, in a brand new one that you can buy from the store. Another possible con would be they are a flat boot. So it's a benefit and a, you know, it's a positive and a negative depending on the way that you look at it. But if you're looking for some height, because there's basically no heel on them, they're just like basically flat. They've got a tiny little, you know, raise here, but if you're looking for height, then this is probably not the one for you. But yeah, that could be a con or could be a plus depending on whether you want height or you don't want height. So yes. We're gonna move on to the next one, which are the Jadons. my personal favorite out of all the Doc Martens that I own. I just love these. Okay, so I got these about a year ago, and literally ever since I got these, I like don't wear the 1460s anymore. I hardly ever wear the 1460s, which is really sad because I need to evenly split my time with them, but I'm just having a moment with my Jadons right now. I've got 2 Jadons videos on my channel, make sure to go check them out. I've also got 1 video styling the 1460s. I'll link them all below. So these ones, they came with normal laces, they came with normal black laces, but I put these laces on because I think they look super cool. So Jadons, okay, quick run through. So they are 8i, they've got 8 holes for the laces. They've got a like suede lining on the inside. I'm pretty sure it's suede. The bottom is obviously a platform. They give you quite a bit of height. And yeah, so they've got the zip on the side. So they zip up, so it's super easy to take on and off. Let's go through the positives of Jadons. So they're a platform, they're great if you want some extra height without having to wear heels. So if I'm going out on a night out, or if I'm going out to a nice dinner or something, I will wear Jadons because they'll give me that extra height, but I don't have to like be uncomfortable in heels. Having said that, they were uncomfortable when I first got them. So for the first like couple of weeks, they are difficult. They hurt a lot and stuff. But what I recommend is wearing you need to be wearing thick socks, like those socks that you wear to the snow. Like you need to be wearing those. They need to be coming up above this area because this is the most problem area that you will find that you get blisters. So wear thick socks. Some people say to double up your socks. Wear double socks. Just protect your ankles. But after a while, they're okay. They soften up. They're not as stiff. And yeah, I have no pain with them now. Obviously, it's been a year since I started wearing them. Probably I would say maybe a month or 2 in, they were getting better, and by the end of the second month, totally pain-free. So yeah, I also think that the way that you lace them has something to do with whether or not you have pain. So as you can see, I don't put the laces all the way up to the top. I leave the top 3, I don't put them into the top 3 eyes. I stop them there so that they don't rub against the upper part of my leg, my ankle, and I found that works really well for me. So I usually will tie it around. I'll tie it like this, and then I'll tie it in a bow at the front, if that makes sense. There's a lot of reasons why I love Jadons. I basically wear them 300 out of 365 days of the year. I wear them all the time. I find them so easy to style with things. They're easy to style with skirts, with jeans, with dresses. They look amazing with dresses. I just I love dressing down outfits. So if it's a kind of a classy, formalish dress, I would love wearing Docs with them, and I think it's such an amazing look. And the Jadons are kind of a little bit more fancy, I guess, than the 1460s, so you can kind of get away with wearing them on a night out or wearing them to a party or something a little bit more formal, whereas the 1460s, especially in the vintage, they look a little bit older and they look a bit more casual, so they're more for day-to-day use, whereas Jadons can be transitioned into night. So another positive of the Jadons are that they are a fresh, kind of new leather, so if you're looking for something that looks new and, clean and everything like that, then go to the Jadons. They are amazing. A couple of disadvantages of Jadons are that they're heavy. They are a heavy boot. They're literally like a weapon. If you kick someone, they'll die. It's literally that intense. Another thing is that it can look a little bit chunky. So if you're more of a petite person, I am, it can be difficult because it's such a chunky and just a full-on in your face boot that you have to kind of style it in a way that it doesn't overwhelm you or overwhelm your outfit. But yeah, I 10 out of 10 recommend Jadons. They're just literally amazing, and I wear them all the time, so recommend. Okay, moving on to the final ones that I have. These were a recent purchase. They are the Carayas. Okay, so The reason that I bought these was that I wanted something that was a little bit, well, I wanted something that wasn't a boot. So I was looking at either getting sandals, I was looking at getting the Blair sandals, but they didn't have them in my size. So I was like, okay, let me try these. They're platform as well. So I was like, well, that's amazing, and I love platform. I like this kind of the ribbon thing, but they do come with normal laces as well. They have black stitching, not, you know, the contrast yellow stitching that you normally see on the laces, and they're fully black. So they're oil, fat, acid, petrol, and alkali resistant. That's amazing. That's awesome. I knew they were like resistant for things, but I didn't know they were resistant to that many things. Anyways, yeah, so they've got the same soles as the Jadons. If you compare the two side by side, this is what they look like. So yeah, the bottoms are basically the same apart from the stitching, and then the laces are different as well. Like the loops. So these obviously have a different kind of style of eyes for the laces to go through. I recommend Carayas if you're looking for something that doesn't, like if you're a more petite person and you're worried about the Jadons or the 1460s like cutting off your leg, kind of, if that makes sense. Like they make your legs look shorter, I guess, because they come up higher on your leg. So if you're looking for something that doesn't do that, then the Carayas is a good option because they are, you know, they kind of just end like below your ankle, so you won't really have that issue, and they also give you the platform for more height. So Carayas are good for small humans. Another good thing about the Carayas is that they are really easy to pair for like night out outfits. So because they kind of look like they're kind of like a flat, I guess. They're like flat shoes. So again, if you don't want to wear heels, but you don't know if you can really get away with wearing boots to whatever event you may be going to. I don't know, some clubs and stuff, they don't want you to wear boots, they want you to wear heels or flats. So this is a good option so that you'll be comfortable all night and your feet will be thanking you that you didn't wear those stiletto heels and that you wore these instead. Another good thing about these is that you can wear them to work. Like let's say if you work in a corporate office, they are easy to style. You just wear them with, you know, black pants and then like let's say a white shirt, and you can wear these. And it's like, yeah, it's like a really good corporate wear kind of look. So you can get a lot of use out of these. I recommend them if you're looking for something that's not as intense as a Jadon boot. So some cons for Carayas is that they are heavy. They're heavy as well because the platform, if you add a platform onto the bottom of a shoe, they're going to be heavy. And another thing is that they are not a classic silhouette. So they're not a classic boot. So I don't, like, is this a trend? Like, I don't know, like is this gonna fade away over time in terms of whether it's trendy or whatever, but it just depends if that matters to you or not. If you want something more classic, then go for a boot. It's gonna last the test of time, and you know there's gonna be longevity about it. So yeah. So guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope that I was able to help you if you're in the market to buying some Doc Martens. Then the 1460, the Jadons and the Carayas, they all have their positives and negatives, so it really depends on what you're looking for. I hope that I was able to give you some guidance as to the positives and the negatives of each of them. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!